Hi, I'm John. This is my show, An American Scheme is God, right? So, I've already proven that Michael Jackson's real parents are Diana Ross and Smokey Robinson. It's regardless whether the population has accepted it or not. That's irrelevant. I've proven it. I don't need their fucking validation. Do you think I need these fuckers to validate me? No, there's only one thing. At the point we're at now, it's just simply, do you care about Michael Jackson? That's it. I don't give a fuck if you care about me. My work's already done. It's documented and stuff, right? It's been reported upon. Let's say that this is like some new conspiracy theory story that somebody created about Michael Jackson, all right? Well, my story's out. This is a legitimate story that's being spoken about around the world that people are hearing, that somebody's saying that Michael Jackson's real parents are Diana Ross and Smokey Robinson. That has happened. I've created that. That's officially done. So there is no turning back. There's too many people out there that already have heard this, right? It's out. I've already done my work. And so it's irrelevant if I need the fans. They think I need them to validate me. And it's like, no, this is why I call you people fake fans, because you're not out here doing anything for Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson put forth all his artwork and gave all his life to his craft and stuff, right? And he did so much for the people and stuff, but there's only so much of what he could do. That's why I understand. It's like, I understand that there's a lot of things he didn't do. A lot of things I don't like that he did and stuff, right? But it's like, dude, you can't do everything. You can't fix every person. There's a point of where you're limited and stuff, right? So that's the part where Michael Jackson, where I let him slide about things he's done and stuff, right? But it's just a matter of thing with the fans. It's like the fans... The thing that bugs me the most is that the fans can't appreciate that I'm explaining Michael Jackson's songs. That I've named Billie Jean. And because I actually named Billie Jean and actually explained the song, I was attacked by Michael Jackson's fans. It's like, oh, well, you guys are fake fans. None of them they don't care about Michael Jackson. If you don't care about the actual understanding of why Michael Jackson created the songs and the lyrics of if you don't care about why he did that and how it actually developed, if you don't care about that, then you are not allowed to call yourself a Michael Jackson fan. That's all there is to it. And all you are then is you're a fake fan and you're a thief. It's because your whole world and your whole existence sucks so fucking bad that you've got to try and bring some kind of light into your world, and all these losers do that by claiming to be Michael Jackson fans. And they're just losers, or total fake frauds and shit, right? So, this is the We Are the World. Now, so this is the We Are the World album. And so I had to show this to you because it's like, I'm going to show you this other thing to show you that one time there was something similar to this and I'd never made a video about it and I can't find it again anywhere. And I feel like I lost something, a cool little piece of information, right? So this one is here and it's like one of these things. It's like when I got this one little piece of information, it's like, well, should I make a video just about this? And then I have to think, well, how do I turn this into a video? How do I make it actually a video, right? So let's show you some of this stuff. So here's the We Are the World, right? So there's Michael and Diana. Just to let you know, okay, so there's Diana Ross. She could show up to this event for Michael Jackson when Michael asked her to participate. She showed up to this, right? Think about all the events and the things that Michael Jackson and Diana Ross had done together. And they would attend events together. There's a lot of stuff. There's like Liza Minnelli's wedding, and Michael and Diana attended that together and stuff. I mean, there's just so many things. So she could do all this stuff, but she couldn't attend Michael Jackson's memorial at the Staples Center. That one she couldn't go to. She could do all this stuff, and she's actually in Michael Jackson's will as a guardian for his children. And she couldn't go to the memorial? How does this woman... So I try and get the fans, their brains don't work. Because when you actually ask them to think, use reason to understand what you're dealing with, they can't do that. And then they never come back and give me a response. The only kind of response they could ever say is, I'm a real fan. Oh, really? How does that have to do anything about my investigation? How did you interject your actual brain, your knowledge, into the actual situation of what I'm talking about here. You guys don't say anything. You guys are stupid as fuck, man. They are dumb. Fucking Michael Jackson fans are fucking losers and shit, right? All of them. So, like I said, Diana, she could show up to this event, right? But she couldn't show up to Michael Jackson's memorial. And it's like, okay, what is the kind of thing that would stop Diana Ross from being able to attend Michael Jackson's memorial? If she's actually Michael Jackson's mother, isn't that the kind of situation that could arise to the level of something that would stop her from going to the memorial because she does not know how to deal with that situation? She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how to handle that situation. And we're talking about Diana Ross, you know? She's an old woman. She's got all this life experience, but for some reason she can't deal with that situation. What would have had to have happened to get her not to go to that? And it's like, well, when she's actually the real mother and she's going to have to go deal with that situation, seeing her son being honored and stuff, and everybody's talking about the Jacksons and they're honoring him, and while the whole time she's having to sit there knowing that that's her child, her first child and shit, right? And her only child she had was Smokey Robinson. That's the kind of situation that was too much to deal with, and she did not go. What else could have arisen to that kind of level that would have stopped her from going to the thing? There's nothing. She's his mother. That's the only thing that explains that. So, other thing I want you to see on this, the We Are the World, right? So there's Diana. There's Michael and Diana. There's Smokey. There's the Jacksons over here. There's the Jacksons. Jacksons are over there. Michael's over here with his real family. There's the Jacksons. Michael sure don't care about them. Who does he care about? Who's he standing right next to? Diana, right? But so what I wanted you to see here is that Michael Jackson signed. This is a signed album, We Are the World. Now, usually what you'll find when you see these albums, usually they're signed by multiple artists that were there at that event. That's usually what you're going to find, right? And once in a while, you'll find one that's just signed by one person. Okay, so this is a We Are the World album signed by Michael Jackson. Okay, let me go to the other picture because they have a better picture of his signature. Okay, so Michael signed this album. You see his signature? That's Michael Jackson's signature. Okay, so he signed the album, but he didn't just sign it. He put a circle right around Smokey Robinson. He signed his signature literally and circled Smokey Robinson with his signature. He literally put a circle around Smokey Robinson. You know, so Michael could have signed his name anywhere on that album cover. But for some reason, Michael Jackson chose to sign it right there by Smokey and completely put a circle right around Smokey Robinson, showing the importance of Smokey Robinson. That's what he's doing, right? So what happened before was I had seen this is the Wiz album, right? I had seen one of these albums. This was the one I was looking for, that it's like, man, I was looking for it to try and build this video. I was looking for it to see if it was still available, because I've looked for it before. This is a while ago that I saw this. Is easily over a year ago. But so there was an album cover like this, signed by Michael Jackson, but like the way you just saw kind of how he signed his name on Smokey there on the We Are the World, Michael signed a Wiz album, but he signed his signature on Diana Ross, right? And so it's one of those things, it's like, man, I wish I could show that to you, to show you. Look at how he signed his signature on the Wiz. He signed his signature right over Diana. Look at how he signed his name on the We Are the World. He signed it right over Smokey. Put a complete circle right around Smokey, right? But that one I can't find. I've looked in for sales. I try and trick up the names to try and figure it out, like to find that actual, the sale of it, or to find it for sale. I can't find it and stuff, right? But I know, because I've seen it, and what actually happened was the guy that had it for sale, he had it for sale for like $900 to $1,000 is what he was offering. And so at that time, it was one of those things, I was like, I should have bought it, but the album itself was really in bad shape. The album cover, it's like you get these picky things and it's hard to determine, you know, and then it's not like $900. It's not like it's just something cheap and stuff, right? But I knew it was super cool. And see, the other thing about what it is like something like that, if you could have got that album that had Michael Jackson's signature over Diana Ross, if you could have got Diana Ross to sign her signature over Michael Jackson, now you would have had a collector's item that could be worth maybe $100,000. Something extremely valuable. If you would have had that, Diana Ross sign her signature on Michael's picture, and the album already had Michael's signature on Diana's photo. It was awesome. I wish I could have shown it to you guys. Like I said, I've seen it, but I can't find it again, but it was out there. But so what happened is I wasn't going to buy it. So I sent a letter to the guy that owned it because I thought it was a really important piece, right? And so I told him, hey, look it, Diana Ross is actually Michael's mother. I sent him a letter, the guy that actually owned that album. I sent him a letter and told him, I said, Diana's Michael's mom. And I told him if Diana Ross's signature was on that album, you'd have something special, right? And then not long after that, the album kind of disappeared. I don't know if the guy just removed it and maybe he's trying to go get Diana's signature. You know, I don't know exactly what happened and stuff, but that was something that did happen one time and stuff, right? But so now let me show you this other thing. Okay, so this is going to be the video. This is the start of the video for the We Are the World, the USA for Africa video, right? Okay, so I'm going to play this for you and I'm going to show you something here. Okay, so here it goes. Okay, so then as it breaks down here, this is the beginning of the video. Okay, and then what happens is, see, you start seeing all these signatures appear because what happened was, for charity, they made 100 posters. At this USA for Africa event, they made 100 posters and they tried to have everybody sign it that had attended the event, but not every poster is signed by every single person. But there are some that do have the signatures of Michael, Diana, and Smokey. And this is like one of these collectibles that I say is like, man, if you want a collectible that is just super valuable in the future, it's going to be super, super valuable. Something that I would be like, oh my God. It's like, this would be like one of those collector's items. If I could ever acquire one of these, I would be like, oh my God, it's shit, right? So this would be like one of those items. Like, I'd rather have this than like a random Michael Jackson glove. Now, there might be a specific Michael Jackson glove that I might want more and stuff, but just like, because he had a lot of gloves and stuff. I see them for sale out there all the time. So I would much rather have one of these posters than one of Michael Jackson's numerous gloves that he has, right? This is kind of to show you the level of a collectible of what this poster would mean to me, right? So there's 100 of them, but they're not all signed by all the artists, but there are some of them out there. But so some of them are signed by Michael, Diana, and Smokey, and that is extremely rare. To find something that has the triple signatures on the same thing in an event that they all had attended, Michael, Diana, and Smokey, that is super rare. It's super undervalued because people don't understand the actual birth lineage that Michael Jackson's actually the child of Diana Ross and Smokey Robinson. They don't actually know that, so they don't know that there's a hidden value, that they know it's important and stuff, and it's valuable. You couldn't get one of these. I mean, I would expect, like, right now, a poster like this would run you $100,000. I mean, it's going to be really expensive. It's going to be really expensive, and they're going to be hard to find and stuff, right? But the ones with the Michael and Diana and Smokey, those ones are going to be super valuable when my story breaks, and then it's the USA for Africa event and stuff, and so those posters are super valuable. I mean, one of the, like I said, it's one of my, like, holy grail of collectibles if I could get one of those posters that has all three of their signatures on it. But so let me show you here what's happened. I'm gonna hit the playback speed. I'm going to go to, let's go to the slowest one, right? Okay, so now I'm going to play this, and what I'm going to show you here is that when, see right now, so they're showing you the poster and they're putting everybody's signature on there, right? But what you're going to see is that when Michael and Diana and Smokey's signature start to come up, they all come up at the same time. They all come up at the same time. So I should have watched this again to see the actual moment that they come up, but here, I got it on the slow speed because I have to know where to look for. Hold on. Okay. Now, so this is where, so the first start of it is right here. I believe this is the D from Diana. Right here. So right here is the D. And then this is going to be Smokey down here. Let me see. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. So I believe it's going to be that right here is the start of the D, and I believe this is going to be the start of the Smokey. So, and that's kind of like the birth of Michael too. It's like the Diana, then the Smokey, and then the Michael. And the Michael, I think, is going to appear like over here and stuff, right? So let me let it play for just a second. Okay, so you're seeing more. So you're seeing the Diana develop. Here's the Smokey. And Michael is, I think he's over here. I gotta see actually where he's at and stuff. Let's let it play a little bit more. Oh yeah, so this is the Michael Jackson up here. Yeah, that's the Michael Jackson up there. So when he first started, I wasn't seeing this. So let's play it back. But now you can see, here's Diana, there's Smokey, and there's Michael. They all appeared at the same time. I'll move it back a little bit, and we'll play that again. Okay, so here comes all the signatures, because I want to see when the Michael actually starts to come on there. Because it's first that, I'm looking for that Diana, the D. But see how like all the names are appearing. You still don't have anything of the Michael, Diana, and Smokey. None of them have appeared yet. You're getting all these other ones, right? And then, right there, here's the first mark for the Diana. There's the S for the Smokey, and here's the first little piece of a line that ends up being the Michael. So first it starts with Diana getting pregnant by Smokey, and then they give birth to Michael. That's how. Now, do you think somebody just would have naturally that could have developed naturally, that's how those names appeared on there, that it was natural, or was that actually a planned thing that Michael said, okay, I want you to put Diana, Smokey, me, and Mike, I want our signatures to come on like at the same time and stuff, right? Like, it's one of these things, it's like, could this be just random that those three signatures could appear at the same time? That they're all starting, like I said, you can see the D, because she's the first one that starts it. She's the mother, Smokey the father, and then the child. He's starting to come up here as Michael. So here, let me play it a little more. Okay, as you can see, Diana, Smokey, and this is Michael's signature over here. Let it play a little more. Okay, now you see the Diana Ross, Smokey Robinson, and this is Michael Jackson's signature right there. Let it play out. Okay, see, and they see there's still other signatures popping up, but see how Michael and Diana and Smokey all appeared at the same time. And then it's like a triangle, you know? 1, 2, 3. It makes like that perfect triangle right on the paper. They're perfectly positioned on that paper. It's just one of those things that's like, here it is again. Look at like these little subtlety things. Would this happen? How did that happen that way? The Michael, Diana, and the Smokey signature. How did they all appear on there exactly at the same time? They all came up on there at the same time. And like I said, see this poster? How awesome it is. I mean, okay, I think that's it right there and stuff. One thing that's really cool on the signature thing too. See this right here? This is a thumbprint. That's Stevie Wonder because he doesn't sign his name or whatever. So like, and I've seen the video of Stevie Wonder. He'd put his thumb on an ink pad and he would just put his thumb on the paper and stuff. I saw him signing these posters, right? And so I know that's Stevie Wonder. When you see that thumbprint there, that's Stevie Wonder. It's just funny and stuff, right? But so I just wanted to show you the Michael and Diana and Smokey signatures, how they appear on this USA for Africa, you know. I wanted you to see how Michael signed that We Are the World album, how he signed his signature right over Smokey Robinson, putting a complete circle around Smokey Robinson, right? To show you how these people are connected. There was constantly little subtle things like this that Michael Jackson was doing, leaving behind the breadcrumbs, you know, leaving behind these pieces of these collectibles, things that he knows will last forever and stuff, right? These are the kind of things that Michael knows these things are going to last. So when you see the subtleties of the placement of the names that looks just completely random, but it's not random, and they showed you it's not random because as the video starts here, they show you that those three names appear at the same time. They all appear at the same time. And whose names are they? It's Michael, Diana, and Smokey, showing that they're connected in a way that nobody else really understands and stuff, right? Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.